Alright, y'all. I'm back again with yet another video where today I'm here to tell you my Week 17 predictions. Or should I say Week 17 picks. Because the season's winding down, playoffs are coming, and we have a lot of implications to get through. So, without further ado, let's get right into these picks. So, starting off, Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. The final one on Amazon Prime. We got the Jets and the Browns. Not wasting any time at all on this matchup. I mean, Cleveland's just on a surge to go to the playoffs. How about Joe Flacco and that Browns defense getting the job done on all cylinders? As far as for the Jets, I don't know what to say about them whatsoever. I don't care that they got the win against the Washington Commanders because they had to rally. But they're facing a tough Browns team that's surging. So I'm going to take the Browns in this one. Next up, Saturday Night Football on ESPN and ABC. Got a good one. The Lions taking on the Cowboys in Dallas. I'm going to take the Lions in this one. Their defense looks ferocious. Jared Goff will figure out that defense for the Dallas Cowboys. And of course, Dan Campbell does have high expectations in terms of seeding for the Detroit Lions as they continue to prepare themselves for the postseason. The Cowboys, meanwhile, they need to figure themselves out after 2 straight losses on the road. And this could very well be their first loss at home against a really good team. They've yet to prove that they can beat a good team. And I just don't have trust in them. So I'm going to take the Lions in this one. Now on to the Sunday games. The rest of the games are going to happen Sunday. There's no Monday Night Football. So, first up, I was disappointed that this game did not get flexed at all. It's either a 4:25 game or a Sunday Night Football game. Despite everything at stake for this, for some reason, the schedule makers did not put this on prime time. We got the Dolphins and the Ravens. This is the matchup I'm waiting for. Now, I said this already in my pre-game recaps, etc., when the Ravens were taking on the Niners, that we have to be prepared for Miami. And I'm going to make a pre-game video later on this week on how to slow down the Dolphins. But in terms of who's going to win this game, as an objective fan, you can go hand in hand. But me personally, I have full confidence in my team. I have full trust in this team making plays of their own. And most importantly, I have faith in my quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's playing at an MVP caliber type of level. And more importantly, he has a lot of guys around his offense that he can trust. And that defense, what they displayed out there against the Niners was extraordinary. So, I'm just hoping that we can continue our recent success throughout this 5-game win streak as we come into this matchup red hot. So, both teams know what's on the line. Battle for the 1 seed in Baltimore will carry on. But I have full faith in my team in this one. Next up, Niners taking on the Commanders. I got San Francisco in this one. This should be a bounce back for them after getting crushed by my Ravens on Monday Night Football. Commanders, I'm done. No words for them. So I got Niners in this one. Next up, we got Patriots taking on Buffalo Bills. I got Bills winning this one because of what's at stake for them. Not only that they're fighting for a playoff spot, but they're also trying to win the AFC East. So they just need to beat the Patriots at home and cheer on my Ravens as we take on the Dolphins in our matchup at home. So I got Buffalo winning this one with everything at stake for them too. Next up, we got Falcons taking on the Bears in Chicago. This looks to be a mediocre matchup to my looks, but someone's got to win this one. I'm going to take the Bears in this one. What they displayed last week against the Cardinals was excellent. Justin Fields was able to run the football and toss it to DJ Moore wherever he goes. And the defense was relatively solid against Kyler Murray in that offense. So I'm going to take the Bears in this one at home. Next up, we got the Raiders taking on the Colts in Indianapolis. Despite the Raiders getting a big win in Arrowhead against the Chiefs, I just don't think that going up against this Colts team that they're going to be able to handle them. And Aiden O'Connell has still yet to prove that he can make some plays down the field. So I'm going to take the Colts in this one. And Gardner Minshew is going to get himself together. Next up, we got the Panthers taking on the Jaguars. I got Jaguars winning this one. Panthers, no words for them. They've been terrible this year. And the Jaguars really need to get themselves together because last couple weeks for them, it's been a struggle. They have to get a grip, especially when they're trying to not only make the playoffs, but to win the AFC South division. So I got Jaguars win this one. Next up, speaking of AFC South, take a look at the Titans and Texans matchup in Houston. I got Houston win this one. I'm hopeful that CJ Stroud will play in this game. If not, then Case Keenum has to step in and give everything he's got. The defense for Houston has been solid this year. However, CJ Stroud is the guy that can deliver for this offense. They're not the same without him. If he doesn't play, they're screwed. And their playoff hopes are in jeopardy. But I'm going to take the Texans in this one because they're going to leave everything out on the field. Next up, we got the Rams taking on the Giants in MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. I'm going to take the Rams in this one. Matthew Stafford's trying to make a last-minute push to the playoffs with Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. And that defense with Aaron Donald, which is probably maybe his last ride, I don't know. But going up against the Giants team that's already knocked out of the postseason that could play for spoiler. But until then, I got Rams winning this matchup. Next up, we got the Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles in this one. Kyler Murray tried to put up a fight in Chicago last week, but go up against an Eagles team that has yet to figure out themselves defensively and offensively. I just don't think they're ready for the elements in Philadelphia. So I'm going to take the Eagles in this one as they try to bring in their winning ways back to Philly. Next up, we got the Saints taking on the Bucks in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. I'm going to take the Bucks in this one as they await winning the division, locking up the NFC South. Baker Mayfield's having a great performance so far with Tampa Bay. He had some highs and lows, but until then, this is his opportunity right here to go out there and seal the deal. So I got Tampa Bay winning this one. Next up, we got the Steelers taking on the Seahawks in Seattle. This should be somewhat of an interesting game, but Mason Rudolph starting. Yes, he had a dominating performance last week against the Bengals, but I just don't think that he can be ready and deal with the elements out there in the 12th man up there in Seattle. Geno Smith came up clutch last week against the Titans, and that Seahawks defense is improving. So I got Seahawks winning this matchup. Next up, we got the Bengals taking on the Chiefs in Kansas City. That looks to be somewhat of a okay matchup, but Kansas City really needs to get a grip. They're going up against a Bengals team that got embarrassed last week to the Steelers. And until then, frustration is just growing. It's just mounting in Kansas City. Their situation is just unbelievably bad. But they need to seriously get a grip. Winning the division is key to get in. Despite not getting the 1 seed to go to the playoffs, they just need to win it and get a division and get a home playoff game. So I got Chiefs winning this matchup. Next up, we got Chargers taking on the Broncos in Denver. I got the Broncos winning this matchup right here. Last week was just bad for both teams. Chargers coming up short against the Bills at home. Broncos just losing it completely to the Patriots in a game where they should have lost, but it happened. Sean Payton's going to have to get his offense straightened, and the defense just needs to step in and make plays. So I got Broncos winning this one. Finish it all off. Sunday Night Football, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings. I got Green Bay winning this one, assuming that they're going on a playoff hunt. Vikings could make a competitive matchup, but Nick Mullins is going to come up short like we did last week against the Lions. I got Green Bay winning this one. And with that being said, those are my Week 17 picks. A lot of playoff implications coming down to the wire. And we'll see how it falls from there. With that being said, that's all I got to say. Let's get it.